Hi, my name is Steve Schlarman, and I'm an eGRC Solution Manager with RSA, the Security Division of EMC. I'd like to spend a few minutes introducing you to the Archer Policy Management solution. Archer Policy Management offers a consistent process for managing the lifecycle of corporate policies and their exceptions. The solution allows you to centralize policies, standards, and control procedures and map them to corporate objectives, regulations, and industry guidelines. You can also promote policy awareness across your enterprise to support a culture of corporate governance. Policy management is a core component of a best-in-class enterprise governance, risk, and compliance program. The solution helps you gain a meaningful understanding of what governs your business and allows you to formulate policies appropriately to aid in achieving business objectives and demonstrating compliance. In today's regulatory climate, many companies have policies and controls to define management expectations for corporate behavior and to guide the execution of strategic objectives. Unfortunately, this content is hard to manage, frequently out of date, and buried within information and process silos. Companies also struggle to translate regulations and standards into actionable direction for their employees. Research indicates that up to 20% of IT staff time can be spent on compliance efforts. Companies require a consistent, automated process for managing the lifecycle of their policies and controls that guide these efforts. Organizations that centrally manage corporate policies and standards experience an overall reduction in the time and effort required to create, update, and communicate policies and manage exceptions. Archer Policy Management is an award-winning solution that provides a comprehensive approach for automating your policy management program. First, the solution offers a preloaded GRC content library, which includes policies, control standards, authoritative sources, control procedures, and assessment questions. This content is fully mapped to streamline compliance reporting and can quickly integrate with your own content to expand the scope of your policy program. Second, Archer Policy Management provides a flexible, data-driven approach for handling policy structures, providing granular control over your content. Third, the solution includes integrated policy exception management, enabling you to understand the risk an exception poses and to document the reasons for accepting this risk. Finally, the policy management solution allows you to establish and integrate a common policy management framework across your GRC program for information technology, security, human resources, finance, and other parts of the business. Archer Policy Management offers a framework for aligning and normalizing policies and standards across your organization. To help understand this framework, let's begin with a few GRC policy content definitions. Policies are a directive of executive leadership and provide high-level guidance on how your organization should conduct business. They are designed to help you achieve your corporate objectives, maintain business continuity, and remain within the boundaries of regulatory requirements. Control standards are the hub of the Archer Policy Management approach. Written at the management level, control standards define rules for complying with policy and responding to an authoritative source. Next, control procedures document the specific operational controls that must be implemented to meet control standard requirements. Control procedures enable you to document technical baselines and process control activities, including detailed implementation and assessment procedures. Finally, authoritative sources are regulatory requirements, industry standards, common practices, or contractual obligations that impact an organization. Authoritative sources are linked to policies and control standards to enable compliance reporting. The Archer Policy Management solution allows you to centralize and organize these policy components, establishing the foundation for risk monitoring and compliance measurement activities. You can import your existing policy library, and you can take advantage of the preloaded Archer GRC content library. Archer's out-of-the-box content is updated on a quarterly basis to include new or updated regulations, policies, and technology configurations. Through the solution's point-and-click interface, you can map your policies and control standards to the corporate objectives and authoritative sources they support. Archer Policy Management allows you to add objectives and authoritative sources over time as your business evolves and new regulations, best practices, and internal requirements emerge. You can also employ the solution's automated workflow for authoring content and distribution to subject matter experts for collaborative review and approval. With Archer Policy Management, you can publish policies online to all employees or limit content to specific personnel depending on the nature of the policies and the appropriate audience. Policies are organized in an easy-to-understand tree format, allowing employees to quickly find the information they need. Archer Policy Management also allows you to push content out to your user base to promote policy awareness and measure employee comprehension, as mandated by several regulations. With the fully integrated Archer Training and Awareness solution, you can assemble, schedule, and deploy online policy awareness campaigns. You can also generate quizzes to test employee knowledge of specific policy content. And the solution's powerful reporting capabilities allow you to communicate the results of training events to senior management and regulators. A critical component of the policy management program is the ability to track policy exceptions, instances where company policy cannot be implemented for various reasons. Exceptions represent risks to the business, and many times companies have difficulty tracking and monitoring these risks. With Archer Policy Management, users can request exceptions online, and the solution's built-in workflow allows you to ensure that all exceptions are properly reviewed. The solution sends notifications to the policy team as exceptions near their expiration date, and you can report on exceptions across the enterprise, monitoring them by control, department, severity, or other criteria you define. In addition to supporting your exceptions process, Archer Policy Management sets the stage for performing meaningful compliance assessments by providing thousands of questions mapped to control standards and authoritative sources within the Archer GRC content library. You can use this question library to build online questionnaires for assessing your organization's compliance. Now let's take a look at the powerful reporting capabilities of the Archer Policy Management solution. Real-time dashboards provide senior management with a global view of your organization's policy management processes, along with work queues for policy and exception review activities. With hundreds of out-of-the-box reports, Archer Policy Management gives you an enterprise view of policies and standards across business functions and GRC frameworks. You can also quickly create ad hoc reports with drill-down and export capabilities to display policies and control standards mapped to regulatory requirements, to identify control gaps, and to monitor policy exception trends enterprise-wide. All Archer solutions are built on the highly flexible Archer Smart Suite framework, empowering you to tailor the policy management solution to meet your unique and changing requirements. This includes adding your own data fields, reports, and workflow necessary for your policy management program. Role-based access controls ensure that executives, policy managers, compliance managers, and end users have appropriate access to policy content. Access control enables policy managers to obtain an aggregate view of policy compliance across the enterprise while segregating restricted information at lower levels of the organization. Archer Policy Management is fully integrated with other products in the Archer GRC solution suite, enabling you to operationalize GRC processes across your enterprise. Because corporate policies are the backbone of your GRC program, policy management will influence other parts of the GRC program, such as risk management, compliance activities, vendor management, and threat management. This integrated approach enables you to link corporate policy elements directly to related GRC program data. For instance, risks within your risk register can be tied directly to the policies and standards implemented to mitigate the risk. The policy management solution has assisted global organizations across industries in standardizing and automating their approach to policy and exceptions management. For instance, a major airline is using Archer Policy Management for policy awareness improvements and has experienced significant cost reductions in managing the policy review process. With Archer Policy Management, you too can gain a meaningful understanding of what governs your business and formulate policies appropriately to achieve your corporate objectives and demonstrate regulatory compliance. Thank you for taking a moment to learn about the Archer Policy Management solution. For more information, contact us to request a live demonstration or download the Policy Management datasheet.